All right, so in this episode, I'm going to talk about what companies I use for my business office services. In a prior video, I talked about me starting to build business credit. And I talked about the tiers 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to leave a link to that video up above here in the cards and also in the description so you can go back and check that out. But in that video, I talk about when you're building business credit, the vendors that you use and even the financial institutions that you use when you're first starting out. And that is like, your first month or two in business. Many times those lenders don't require you to have certain things like a business address, a business phone, and so forth and so on. So in the beginning, I used my personal information to establish my business credit. Expenses low. You don't want to sign up for a year contract for services that you may not necessarily need right away. So once I established my first even second tier of business credit, that is when I signed up for my professional business office services. Okay. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. If you have questions about the timing of everything, just leave your question down in the comment and I'll try to break it down and explain it in detail. All right. So let's get into these services. For business, take advantage of all the free services that you can find. So, of course, I ran right to social media. I set up a Facebook page for my business. I set up an Instagram page for my business. I went over to Google, and I do believe I set up a Google web page for my business, just to name a few. But there was a few free list services that I signed up for at the beginning. This is years ago, guys, years ago, so that I can see how all of this stuff works. I signed up for these business services so that when I go to Google myself, I wanted to see if my page actually showed up anywhere. And it really took a couple of months for things to populate and show up, but eventually it did. So I highly recommend you, especially when you're starting out and your coins are low, take advantage of any and all free and low cost marketing office tools that you already have. You can definitely use Gmail to set up your office address. Use anything that you can when you're getting started. But when it is time to start positioning yourself in front of your clients, in front of financial institutions, you want to transition and have everything streamlined. What's on one page needs to be on every single page. The same phone, the same fax, the same everything, the same information. You want to make sure that everything, when all of your links work and there are no bugs, that there's a call to action on every single platform. So I took advantage of all the free tools so that I can practice, practicing. I even practiced with running ads on my Facebook page so that I can learn. So by the time I am ready to do business, I'm ready to do a real professional ad and have clients call, and I'm ready for lenders to see me, I'm going to already know what it is that they're looking for. So go ahead and get your training wheels on and set your businesses up on as many of these platforms as you can so that you can learn. All right. I'll also leave this article down in the description so you can go check it out. It's it's a list of free websites that you can go and list your business. So the first paid service that I did for my business was I secured a domain name. I secured a domain name through a company called namecheap.com. And I went with them because number one, they were cheap, low cost. They were coins out of the pocket friendly. But I like the company because they had everything included. I can get my domain name, I can secure my website. I also went ahead and got the private email mailbox, and I did that maybe after having Namecheap for a year. I found that it was very user friendly to set up. Everything was integrated. I pay by the year. And then they also have auto renewal, so I never have to worry about, my websites and email and all that stuff, going, lapsing, having a lapse. That is something that you definitely want to make sure that you never let happen when you are in business, especially when you're depending on the website to bring in leads. This company also does their own hosting, and they also have the security features in place. So if you are a company that is going to be taking in, privileged information, someone's going to be maybe paying for something, giving you their credit card information via your website. People are going to be talking back and forth, type of information that you want to be secure. I got all of this through this one company. So far, so good. It is, I can be a little technologically challenged at times. So I found the website design portion of it was not my best friend. I'm not one of those artistic, creative people. So I am not proud of my website at all. But guess what? I put a website together. It has a form that clients can fill out and provide the information that I need. And so there's a call to action, and those leads come right into my email box, and I can quickly pick up the phone and call them. So that is the purpose of the tool, and it works. So I'm not going to stress out about it. I'm going to just perfect it as I move further. All right, so the next company that I decided to sign up with is Grasshopper, grasshopper.com. I have Grasshopper for the business phone and the business fax, and I like them because, again, I felt that they were, it's very user-friendly. I have the phone and fax in one place, and I have the app that's on my phone. I can set up the mailboxes the way I want them to be set up. After testing out a couple of different ones, I felt that Grasshopper, I got more bang for my buck. So listen, this is what happens when you call me. I want to give you a tour. Let's go. So this app is right here on my phone, and this is just a kind of a menu. And this is what happens when you call me.
Thank you for calling William Nathan Property Solutions. To be connected with a property solution specialist, press 1. To be connected with our office manager, press 2. And all other calls, press 3.
Isn't that nice? I really love the mailbox and the phone ring option feature. So what that does is it gives you a little bit of a delay to get yourself ready when you hear a call coming through. So when the person presses 1 for property services or presses 2, as the call is being routed to me, they're listening to music on their end, okay? And you can pick what kind of music. So you can pick how many mailboxes, you can put the message, the press 1, press 2, press 3 for whatever, and you can select whatever it is that you want them to be listening to while the call is coming through your cell phone. And that way you're able to get yourself situated, get yourself together, make sure you're not eating and drinking when you answer the phone professionally. So I really like this feature. I like this service, and they bill yearly as well. And I don't think they're on an automatic renewal situation. So every year I have to go in and make sure that I don't miss that renewal notification, because once it renews, yes, you will have to sign back up, but you lose your phone number. So that really sucks about that. All right, the last company that I signed up for was a company called Alliance. They are a company, they are nationwide. I signed up for them for their business address and their business mailbox. So definitely when you are in your tier level 3 and 4, you want to make sure that you have a true business address. Okay. I also use this business address as my registered agent. And I like them because number one, they kind of have a lot of locations in my city, but they have a location that also has mail services. So if someone delivers something to the business using that mailing address, I can go by there and pick that up. But yeah, so I have the business address, the business mailbox. It's low cost, and so far I haven't had any problems at all. But this is definitely a service that you're going to need. You want to have when you are applying for those higher lines of credit, and also when you don't want your clients to exactly know where you live. You don't want clients coming up and showing up at your house. And also that's going to reduce a lot of that mail and solicitation that you get. So at the beginning, I had my personal address listed, and my personal address is still out there on a couple of sites as the primary address for my company. And that's okay. I don't, have anything going on. No one's really after me for anything. Thank God, no lawsuits or anything. But in the future, I hope that I can get those websites to update their information. And then as I move further into my business, my personal information will not be found anywhere. So that is going to be for another video. All right, so Namecheap, Alliance, and Grasshopper. Those are the 3 vendors that I selected for my professional office services. And if you are a member of our private Facebook group, if I have a referral link for these companies, I'll leave it in that group, and I'll also come back to this video at some time and leave any referral link. So if anyone needs a referral link, just leave a comment below and I'll try to get that out to you if I have one. But yeah, so let me know, have you used any of these businesses? What businesses do you use for your business office professional services? Leave down in the comments, because I'm not the only one looking at these videos. People do go down to the comments hoping to find what everyone else says. So do not be shy. Let us know. I'm super excited to share this. I hope that you have found value in this information. Yeah.